said the final game with Bad Bunny. Here we go. What up, what up, what up? Episode 36. We are in the mix, the Village Legends podcast. We are back once again. I'm Cess, that's C Flash. We're going to take you around the world of sports once again. And where else to begin but with the big game? My brother, there's a lot to talk about today. We're going to get right into it. I'll ask you right out the gate. Super Bowl 60, fire or flop, my good man? Take it away, C Flash.
Yes. Amazing weekend with sports. Unfortunately, the last day of football, NFL football, of course, that was pretty much the last day of football. Thank you all to all the viewers and our community for joining us again for this great day of and be able to talk about the sports world. But again, Super Bowl Sunday, finals football Sunday of the season, completely done. Was it a fire? Was it fire or was it a flop? I would say that it was great to watch such a ferocious defense that has gone into the history books, like so many other great defense has. I felt bad for young Drake. You know, he tried. You know, Drake May, in your second year, you got a taste of what the NFL really is about. I mean, listen, you also felt your lows as well when you guys only won 4 games, so you understand it. But this game is tricky, young man. 29-13, hellified game. So much to get into, and you know, let's just make it happen, Sess. Let's just make it happen. Let's go.
Yes, indeed, my brother. Yes, indeed. You're right completely about Drake May. He had flashes. I mean, he threw that one right in the bucket, like a beautiful pass for the touchdown.
That was nice.
Really nice. So
yeah.
I would say overall, I don't know if he really panicked or if just he literally did not have time to do anything, because that offensive line got run through, my brother. They were made to look small by that Seattle defensive line. Go ahead.
In the famous words of the great Lawrence Taylor, let's go in there like a bunch of crazed dogs. That's what it looked like to me. That Seattle defense was coming, and they was coming hard, boy. Real hard. Woo! Drake, how'd you wake up this morning?
My man. Yes, 29-13. And props to you, my brother. I was wrong. I rode with the Patriots all the way through. You guys know that if you're listeners to the show. But they proved me wrong because, you know, people were right. They said they had an easy road to get there. And I think it showed up in this game, my brother. They were not prepared for the bum rush of that Seattle defense. So props to you. You called it. You said that they would win by 2 scores, that the Seahawks would win by 2 scores. Right on the money, my brother. So I'll give you props for that. And we talked about also the MVP, Kenneth Walker. We knew he'd have a good game. He had an excellent game. You want to recap on him a little bit?
Yeah, Kenneth Walker, 135 rushing yards. He's just, you know, people underestimate just how talented he is. Just to give a little bit of a bio of Kenneth, he got recruited by Wake Forest. Wake Forest, as many know, a really good school and a good program for football. And he ended up transferring to Michigan State. I remember him vividly because, and not to put a title on remembrance of Kenneth Walker III, because I'm a Michigan fan, and he ran lights out on Michigan when he transferred, and that was a tough game because, you know, that's a rival game between Michigan State and Michigan. You know, every year it's a rival game, and he just pounced all over Michigan's defense. And that's when I said, damn, where did this kid come from? And that's why I learned about him. I said, you know, Kenneth Walker is nasty. They're featured back, or I'm sorry, let me start over. Kenneth Walker III and their running back that went down off of, I think he tore his ACL, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
but it'll come back to me.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, they control the backfield with Sam Darnold playing the quarterback and those receivers who are clutch. You know, Cooper Kupp is a Super Bowl champion.
Mm-hmm.
He's got 2 rings now to add to his arsenal. I mean, to his trophy case. And the wide receiver number 11. Another Buckeye, which is insane.
What's his name? Njigba? What's his name?
Yes,
Smith?
yes, one of the top receivers
Mm-hmm.
in all of NFL football. That offense, I said they're complete. They have a complete team, and that's why I felt that they were going to win by 2 scores because of what they had in their arsenal.
Yep.
But that defense was ferocious, just like I had seen it. I said, oh man. Defense wins championships.
Mm-hmm.
So to watch them, I said, "Oh wow." Let's take a look at Sam Darnold, who passed for 202 yards. Okay, no interceptions, and he had a TD. He passed for a TD. Not eye popping and amazing performance, but it did the job.
Sure did.
And to talk about with Sam Darnold in his situation. This is his 5th NFL team. Hear me, my good people. This is his 5th NFL team.
Incredible.
So it's a story, and it's an alert to everybody. Okay, young and old, never give up on your dreams. No matter what you going through, what type of grind, don't ever give up because you never know. Just when one door closes, 5 more shall open. So I say that because I've witnessed it.
Mm-hmm.
It is real out here. Never give up on yourself. Don't ever let somebody tell you can't be great when you know you're great. So a round of applause to Sam Darnold for hanging in there like he did.
Out of those 5 teams, I know the one that hates this the worst, and that's the New York Jets. Oof.
Of course. They're the ones who drafted him.
Yep.
Yep. And they didn't build around him.
That's the problem.
They left him for dead.
That's the problem. Yep.
Jets, 49ers, Carolina, Vikings, and now Seattle. Also I want to give a congratulatory shout out to Leonard Williams.
Speaking
of, he went to the Jets as well, and him and Sam played together at USC. So at the end of the day, Leonard Williams, beast mode, bro.
Oh, he did his thing.
I got to give you a shout out because you came to the Giants, and we should never got rid of you as well.
Correct.
I don't understand that to this day, but it was part of a trade deal. But Leonard Williams is still that dude, and I give you a shout out, Leonard. You deserve it, man. You got your first ring. Keep doing what you're doing, my brother. Keep doing what you're doing.
Absolutely, man. So, the game itself, my brother, fire or flop? The game itself.
Fire from a standpoint of watching that defense. That defense was fire. But a flop because
in terms of excitement and
the
touchdowns,
the scoring,
mm-hmm.
the scoring of what it was just like. And then with the Patriots just really not able to do anything.
Yeah, that was tough.
Yeah, it makes it a flop. And also, Seth, fire because of the halftime performance.
That's where I was going with it.
Shout out to Bad Bunny for doing what you did.
Benito.
Bad Bunny, album of the year. Grammy nominated and winning artist. You did your thing, my brother, and don't let nobody politically ever say anything against you, Bad Bunny, because you know what, you did your thing. So we want to give a round and a shout out applause to Bad Bunny.
Shout out to the man. Very good. A lot of people got emotional watching that last night. It was good stuff, man. I loved all the throwbacks showing the culture. You know what got me when he showed the little kids sleeping at the party? That's complete Latin culture right there to the fullest. He made some great statements, in my opinion, with the going up on the light poles and stuff, because Puerto Rico has a history of a rough electrical grid, and hopefully those things improve for them. But overall, outstanding performance. The runner-up to his album of the year was Lady Gaga. She was there.
Yeah, she
performed as well. That was great to see.
Dancing salsa.
Yeah, she was.
She was killing it, man.
Yeah, she was.
Then you had, Cardi B.
Cardi B was out there. Karol G was down there.
Couple boxing stars. Yep. Zay's out there. Yep. I'm like, wow, look at this.
Yep. Jessica Alba was there. Honey Daniels was in the house. I thought she was going to bust a move out there, but she didn't. So no, it was dope all the way around. Ricky Martin made an appearance, looking like he went back in a time machine.
Yeah, Ricky. And at first, everybody's like, "Yo, that's Ricky Martin."
Yeah.
It has no braids on him. Go ahead, Ricky. Ricky ain't aging. Go ahead.
He must
Ricky.
be using that Fat Joe product. Anyway, yeah, it was outstanding. What a great performance. The most viewed halftime performance ever. 135 million viewers, I believe.
Okay.
Tremendous stuff. Good all around. I think actually a lot of people in the mainstream anyway probably were looking forward to that more than the game.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because Seattle and New England, not exactly mainstream teams for the most part. Football fans, of course, they're in the house. They're in there, my brother. Anything else from the big game, from the halftime? Anything?
No, not really. But just real quick, and I just got to put you on the air because you have we've been fans of music since we was young kids. And
No question.
You love it as much as I do, and it's in us.
Wu-Tang forever.
When we try to discredit anyone especially with the artistry, the mainstream artistry of these musical talents in this world today, I don't understand how you would not want to mix it in with the biggest show in this country, which is the Super Bowl.
Yeah, of course.
So it's like when I look back at it and I see all of those people that joined in on that performance, I mean, from your standpoint, how do you feel? Is it enough for us to drop the sledgehammer or drop the anvil and say, boom?
I feel good, man. It's always nice to see representation on the screen. You know that. It's an amazing feeling, especially when there's so much hate, so many haters out there.
Yes.
So much hate for no reason. I mean, there's so many ignorant people out there that didn't even know that Puerto Rico was part of the United States. I mean, leading up to Sunday, I mean, it's just ridiculous stuff you hear out there. I thought it was great. It was brilliant. It was good stuff. I know there was another concert somewhere else, and they were calling Kid Rock Hillbilly Vanilli or something like that because he was lip syncing his way through like Milli Vanilli used to do. But that's a whole nother story. I didn't see that one, so I don't know. Anything else from the Super Show, from the Super Sunday, my brother?
No, that's pretty much it. I mean, of course, everybody has their Monday quarterback, Monday morning quarterbacks, and
yes, sir,
their talks. And we are a sport podcast show, and everybody's just was looking and debating on just how amazing that defense was.
That's it.
And now they're pretty much ranking them maybe in the top 10, top 20 of all time. I mean, that's just how good that defense was. And again, we can't say that the Patriots didn't come prepared. They came prepared. They just wasn't ready for what.
They just weren't ready. Exactly right. They just were not ready for the juggernaut that hit them.
Yeah.
Let's go to the comments because I've been ignoring them for the first half of the show. Let me talk to them real quick.
Okay.
Joey Ruger says, haha, what a great day to live in New England. They even had a 2-hour delay here. Oh, my gosh. Were they that upset? Oh, my goodness. Pop says, Offensive Player of the Year. He got the award. Tell it like it is. Ohio State Buckeyes. That's going back from before. Kenneth Walker put on a show last night. Yes, he did in Butte. Defense wins championships from Joey Rube. That's correct, my brother.
That's right.
Miss QT says, I applaud the Seahawks skills, professionalism, and focus. I tip my hat to the head coach.
Yes.
He did very well with that team. There was no it was all about the team. Number 12. Yeah, it's true. They were very well coached, Seahawks. Not many penalties, I think, throughout the Super Bowl.
No. The Seahawks
Amazing.
had no turnovers.
Incredible.
What does that tell you how well coached and focused they were?
Yeah, very good point, QT. We appreciate that. Very good point. Joey says, Patriots are a fraud. Bo Nix would have raised that trophy. Oof. I don't know, man.
I don't know, Joe.
Not with that offensive line last night.
I don't know, Joe. That's a tough one, man. That's
a
real tough one.
He did say halftime show was dope. Bad Bunny did his thing. And from Pop, shout out to the halftime producer of the Super Bowl every year. This is true for the last 7 or 8 years, Jay-Z.
Yes.
The producer of the Super Bowl. He was on hand with his daughters as well, checking out the game.
And real quick, to Pops and all of you as well. Could we just give Jay-Z a little bit of a little props, because at the end of the day, this man has been in music. Jay-Z is who he is, and he knows exactly what he's doing. So if you have your own opinion, just know that's still Hove. It's Hovey, baby. And to the other artists that feel offended on his decisions, on what he, because he's been put in that position for a reason with the NFL. The Nicki Minaj's, and not so much Weezy, because Weezy moves differently. But to them Nicki Minaj's and the things that you doing, oh, you gotta fall back, little mama. Because at the end of the day, that's still somebody that we all know as Hove. It's Hovey, baby. And he knows what he's doing.
Imbue Group says, here's back to the football. Who had the better defense, Last Knights or the Legion of Doom? Who had the better D?
I wouldn't compare none of those.
Yeah, I wouldn't compare them. You know what? To me personally, I think that the Seahawks defense was perfectly built to stomp the Patriots. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like it doesn't make the Seattle defense the greatest of all time or anything like that. They just could not, like, that defensive front just overpowered that offensive front. It was just it was over right there. It was a wrap.
Now I will go on record and say this: if the Seattle Seahawks has that same team and they go back to the Super Bowl next year, okay? Hear me, my good people, and they win and repeat. Oh, that tops the Legion of Boom. That tops a lot of other teams.
Let's see. That's defenses. Very difficult to do nowadays. Let's see. Yeah.
To repeat is hard.
Definitely, my brother. All right, here we go. What else we got? Anything else for the big game?
No, that's about it.
That's it. We touched on the halftime show. The commercials were what they were. It is what it is, my brother. We move on. There's something else going on right now, sporting event. I know you want to touch on somebody we spoke about last week. That's the Winter Olympics going on in Italy, my brother.
Yeah.
Go ahead, talk to him.
First and foremost, we want to, give a prayer out to Miss Lindsay Lohan. Sorry.
Her too.
Lindsey Vonn. Lindsey Vonn.
Both of them.
Lindsay, for what, and yes, we talked about it last episode. She had injured herself and getting herself prepared and also competing, but getting herself prepared for the Olympic Games. She crashed when we last episode when we talked about it, and she crashed on her performance this past weekend, I believe, and she was airlifted off the ground. She could barely move. She crashed, and the crash looked very severe. She was in intensive. I don't want to say intensive care, but they had her listed in the hospital as if, I know she was functioning and she was able to talk, but the going talk was from sources that it was another torn ACL. This will be her 10th severe leg injury. Anything with Lindsay, if anyone has followed her in her career, she's also had, and again, it's stuff I touched up on last episode, where she had a knee replacement. She had about 9 knee surgeries, leg and knee, however you want to, put it down, from sources. And this will be her 10th, because this one is another torn ACL. Sources say her father said that if he has it his way, this is the last time that you will see her going back into competition again. And I agree with her pops. Lindsay, you are a star that has made history in the Olympics, especially the Winter Olympics. And we wish you well. You were out away from the sport for 6 years, Mama. 6 years. And I know that it was just, maybe it was killing you, it was eating you up, but we really wish you well. And again, Do I want to have to be the one to say it's the end of your career? If I speculate, I would say this is the end of your career. And hopefully it's something else that you can find that will cure that hunger that you still have.
That competitive hunger that she has. Yeah, she's 41 years old. Some people are getting at her for taking a younger person's spot, knowing she had the injury.
Mm-hmm.
She claims the injury is different from the previous, and it had nothing to do with the other. The crash had nothing to do with it. Blah blah blah. But you know, at some point, athletes do have to look in the mirror. That's true. We'll see what happens, my brother. I think she has to start thinking about. You're right. I think she has to start thinking about now. You're talking about 10 surgeries now, probably deep. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You got to start thinking about quality of life. How you gonna be moving around in 10 years? Never mind, you know, right now. You know, I know you want to compete now, but how you gonna be moving around? You know,
do you want to limp for the rest of your life?
Right, exactly. You know, but all good. I mean, world class athlete. We'll see. We'll follow it, and we'll let you know what develops, folks. Real quick, I'll give you a quick medal count. We're not really paying that much attention to the Olympics, but I can tell you this. Japan leads the way with 7 total medals so far. Norway right behind them with 6. Switzerland with 5. Germany 4. And the USA with 2. In terms of golds, Norway has 3 of the golds. Switzerland 3. And the rest of the 3 are tied with 2.
Okay.
So we'll keep you guys posted on the Olympic count as well, my brother. It be what it be, you know.
Yeah. It's the Olympics, baby.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It's the Olympics.
Yep. Don't forget, World Cup action is about 120 days away. It's coming to our area, so we'll talk about that as well as we get closer, my brother.
A lot of people are excited, Seth. They are truly excited about the World Cup.
It's going to be great. It's going to be great. What else we got? Anything else to add with the Olympics, my brother? That it?
No, that's about it right now.
You know what? You know what I forgot about in the beginning? The greatest number 36s in history. I'll hit them with them real quick.
Okay.
You know number 1 on the list. Go ahead. Talk to him.
The bus.
The bus. Jerome
Get on
Bettis.
the bus.
Yes.
Jerome Bettis.
Jerome Bettis, number 1. There's not many 36s, guys. Rasheed Wallace, the great Rasheed.
We'd like to hear from the viewers too, Seth. If y'all
Yes.
have any great 36s,
Yes.
please let us know so we can bring it up.
And Hall of Fame pitcher Gaylord Perry as well wore number 36.
Okay.
Excuse me.
He was with the Brewers as well, right?
I believe he was with a lot of teams, mostly San Francisco Giants, Cleveland, Texas. He might have been with Milwaukee as well.
He always wore 36?
Probably not. When you're at that many teams, you never know. Even Nolan Ryan didn't wear the same number for so many teams he played with. Anyway, that's a real quick hit on that, my brother. We move over to the NBA. You want to talk to him? Want to give our rankings today?
Oh, wait, hold on, Seth.
What you got? Hit him.
Real briefly, to all the women tennis fans out there. So, Miss Serena Williams, with the women's tennis, professional tennis, sports drug testing organization says Serena Williams is eligible for a return to compete on February 22nd. She is currently 44 years old. I wanted to talk about that with my man Seth and with our viewers about Miss Serena Williams. Listen, Miss Serena, you have already started your family. You look marvelous. When we seen you at the halftime show 2 years ago, you were looking great. And I just want to go on record and saying, Mama, please keep doing what you're doing. There's no need for you to come back. 23 Grand Slam titles. Okay, you are the greatest female tennis player of all time. There's no reason for you to come back. They have to chase you. So that's what you think.
I can't disagree with you. I would just say one caveat. If she wants to come back, I say, come on down. Serena, show us what you got.
You got no control over that.
Yeah.
That's my opinion.
It's all good. I mean, you know, if she still has that drive, we talked about this a little bit before the show. If she still has that competitive drive, and that's what she wants to do, if she can't find another outlet to feed those juices, those competitive juices, then so be it. Get back out there, see what you do. Sometimes what happens is these players, they come back in every sport.
Yeah.
And they kind of hurt their legacy a little bit because they hang on a little too long. They come back. They're not at the top physical performance.
Thank you, brother.
You know, Agassi came back. He wasn't the same Andre Agassi as he was before, that kind of stuff.
He came back. He came back. He had hair, and he came back. He had no hair.
Yeah. So it could go either way. But if she wants to feed her competitive juices, brother, I say bring it on. Um, hey, listen, you never know. She might have a few more titles left in her. You never know, my brother. What's up with Venus? Venus still playing, I think. She's still out there on the tour?
Venus is still playing professionally.
Nice.
And it's just...
She's the older sister, right?
If you can still do it, then we're for you. Listen. If you still feel that you can still compete at a high level, yes, by all means do it. But there also has to be people who really care about you. Who really, really care about you. And don't even care about anything else but just you, and tell you no, or tell you it's time for you to step down. And I think that's the realest way to break it down to anybody. Don't sit there and gas them up. Just let them know. That's all. Venus, hey, it's cool to see you still playing, but do I imagine you, Venus, winning the U.S. Open again or winning Wimbledon again? No, Mom, I don't see that. But I like the fact that you're still out there because you know what? You showing that age has no number.
Yeah. What else, brother? Anything else in that world?
No, that's it, brother.
We got some basketball to talk about. Take it away.
Yeah, just with basketball. Basketball we are now in February, so that we pretty much, I believe, where we at as far as.
But we're right around the halfway mark.
Mark in February. So the first playoff game or official game will probably be towards the end of April.
Yeah, they have very long playoffs. April, May, June they're playing.
Okay.
All-Star games around the corner.
The NBA is doing its numbers as it always does. It's I believe in my top 5 alone for all the fans and all the viewers that are listening. You might have your own opinion on that, but I'm gonna go and jump into who I feel might be the top the MVP of the league this year, and some might be shocked by it because I know we have a lot of basketball fans. So I'm gonna go with my top 5. I'm gonna go with SGA, the reigning MVP, Shai Gilgeous Alexander. I'm gonna go with number 2 Nikola Jokic, number 3 Luka Doncic. I'm gonna go with number 4 Cade Cunningham, and number 5 Jaylen Brown. There's been a little bit of a touchy conversation, but not so much touchy, but I was watching the great Vince Carter and Tracy McGrady, and
the Cousins podcast.
Yeah, I believe. Yeah, was it just Cousins?
Something like that.
Yeah, they have their own podcast, and Tracy McGrady, the Hall of Famer, has come out and basically said that he's been on Jaylen Brown as the leading MVP candidate of this season, and I was like, oh well, hey, the first thing I'm gonna say is nobody's knocking out SGA. SGA is still that dude. But the way for what Jaylen has been handed with the Boston Celtics, we cannot knock him out, folks. You know what I'm saying? So that's what you think.
No, yeah, he's gonna be he'll probably be in the top 5 when it comes down to it. I think you nailed it, brother. Shout out to Luka Doncic having a great season, by the way. Gonna be tough. I think it's another 2-man race, though, the Joker and SGA. And if the Thunder keep going the way they're going, I mean, Denver's doing well too, but we'll see. I think that'll be who it comes down to at the end, just like last year.
Which brings me up to our NBA top 5. My top 5 this episode will be number 1 is OKC. Number 2 is Denver. Number 3 is the New York Knicks. Number 4 is the Detroit Pistons. And number 5, San Antonio. The only thing, again, these are just our opinions. My honorable mention also will be Houston, because I really believe Houston has something brewing out there. They're special. And I think that's something that we should not take our eyes off of. Because, again, we are in the mid part of the NBA season. And before you know it, the playoffs will be here. So that's what you think.
Indeed, my brother. All-Star game is Sunday the 15th coming up. I'm gonna take the over as I always do. And here's my quick rankings, my brother. I got OKC at number 1 as well.
Okay.
I got San Antonio at 2. I got Detroit at 3. Cunningham has been outstanding. I got my boys the Knicks at 4, and the Nuggets come around the way at 5, with Boston being my honorable mention at 6, my brother.
Yeah,
that's how we go.
It's just crazy. I don't think we're ever surprised. Because of the fact that we talk sports all the time, and we truly listen. Watching these guys and the things they do for a living, it's exciting. How is it not? How do you not love sports, my good people? And again, Jaylen Brown is without what's my guy's name?
Jason Tatum.
Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum has come out and said he officially. He is not rushing to get back. He wants to be there, but he's not come back to. He's 100% with his leg injury, and I'm not mad at Jason Tatum because this is his future. He loves the game so much he doesn't want to bring no 50% or 60% lackluster performance. He wants to bring 100%. He's an NBA champion, and that's how he feels, and I'm with him on that. But Jaylen Brown is still a beast as well. Those two are Batman and Robin. Some might disagree with me and say, no, we can't say that. They're both Batmans. You know what I'm saying? And according to the Boston fans, they're going to have their own opinions as well.
Yeah.
But basketball is back, like I've been saying, folks. NBA has been back. The stars are shining and rising. To close family members and alike, Golden State, when they lost Jimmy Butler, you might as well say it's a wrap. So I'm gonna give a shout out to my pops. I don't foresee the Golden State Warriors doing much this year. And watching Steph and watching Draymond, that's not the same team. They needed Jimmy Butler. They needed him.
Yeah.
That's gonna hurt. That really is gonna hurt them.
No doubt.
Also, I want to also dig into the NCAA top 5 or top 10. That's what we put down. I believe I say we were going to talk about the top 10 of the NCAA. Yes, college basketball is popping and on fire, just like the NBA. Shouts out to North Carolina beating Duke in a close game, last minute shot type deal, and it's one of the all-time classic rivals just in college basketball. Just like we have in football, you got Michigan and Ohio State, but at the end of the day, Duke and North Carolina is a top basketball rivalry. And shout out also to my Michigan Wolverines for dominating Ohio State Buckeyes in basketball. That's just what we do. We dominate the Buckeyes. But my top 10 would be, and everyone just hear me, but we're coming close to March Madness. It's right around the corner, folks. So everybody that is a college basketball fan, get prepared, get ready, and get loose, because here we go. Top 10 is the Arizona Wildcats, number 1. Michigan Wolverines, number 2. These are my picks.
You don't say.
Yeah. Well, no, I stand corrected. These are not just my picks. They change, they vary. So I'm gonna go off of what I've actually seen. Arizona number 1, Michigan number 2, Houston's number 3, Duke number 4, Iowa State number 5, UConn number 6. Oh wow, man. Let me repeat that. UConn number 6. Somebody, someone that I do know that is my partner on the show. So I say it again for the third time. UConn number 6, number 7 Nebraska, number 8 Illinois, number 9 Kansas, and number 10 is Michigan State University. So we go to the 25, top 25. We go to top 15, but we're just gonna go to top 10.
March Madness is coming.
It's coming, so I really hope everybody, if you can, get put your vacation days in, because March Madness goes and it trickles into the before you know it, the national championship game will be there. So get prepared, folks. Get prepared.
Yes, indeed, my brother. You mentioned, let's see, Banga is in the house. Banga has a comment here. How do y'all feel about Keon Anthony not playing against Virginia? Any thoughts on that?
There has to be something where there comes a time, and we have to eliminate the fact that of his last name. All right, Anthony. We know who Keon Anthony is. We understand who your father is, but there's reasons why a coach benches you, and Carmelo can't get involved in that, because what you're doing is you're gonna disrupt that whole team. And I don't think a head coach is gonna listen to Carmelo anyway, because that's not his job. Is to listen to Carmelo Anthony, the Hall of Famer. That's not what any coach's job is. If Carmelo went through that, his son's got to go through it. So again, we don't know what's behind it. So therefore, things had to happen for a reason.
Melo was that dude in college, though, boy. Woo.
Melo was, but his son is nasty. His son is a talented kid, and he has to understand how this game works. Especially in college. You gotta listen to your coach, or whatever the case may be. I'm not gonna speculate, because we don't know why he was benched. But at the end of the day, you have to listen to your coach, and some coaches know best.
No doubt about it. Real quick before we move on from college hoops, guys, I've been wanting to mention this name for a few episodes now. I keep forgetting to mention it. On the women's side of college basketball, Iowa State features a center named Audi Crooks. If you haven't watched her play, get on the highlight reel. She's averaging almost 26 points a game, almost 8 rebounds a game. She's a big body center, and she is fun to watch. Audi Crooks is fun to watch, folks. Check her out when you get a chance. My brother, anything else on the hardwood floor?
No, that's it, my brother.
All right, let's take it to the square circle. You got some boxing talk before we head out of here today.
Yes,
what do we got, my brother?
Yes, we do. To all those fans of the Gypsy King, Tyson Fury, he's making his boxing comeback, and on April 11th, he'll be fighting Arslanbek Makhmudov. I hope I said that correctly. Because I try to be as professional as I can with these names, but I'll say it again: Arslanbek Makhmudov. No. Makhmudov. Sorry. Makhmudov. I stand corrected. Yes, the Gypsy King is on his way back. I don't know what his fire is to come on back to boxing, but I would say that, the great Uslik is maybe the one reason that he wants to come back. But you know what? You got to be careful messing with that man. That's a dangerous and a bad man, and he's still number 1 on the pound-for-pound list. Boxing also for this month, Ryan Garcia versus Mario Barrios, February 21st for Barrios' WBC welterweight title in Las Vegas. It's a 12-round fight. I think that's going to be a good fight. They got a good undercarder as well. If you guys could download it, not download it, but if you guys could just look it up for February 21st, it's a good boxing undercard. Also, the GWOAT, Claressa Shields, undisputed women's heavyweight champion, will be defending her titles against Franchon Cruz de Zern in the rematch. Claressa, as usual to me, I feel she dominated her, but there are the haters out here, and there are some other analysts that sit here and say, well, they need to run it back. So Claressa is motivated to also give this contender another shot, and we're gonna see what happens. That fight will happen also in February. I believe that will be maybe the following week of that after Ryan Garcia and Barrios fight. But Claressa is fighting for all the lady boxing fans.
Banger chimes in again. He says, "Did y'all see Deontay Wilder crash out when asked about Fury in an interview?" I did see it. I think I mentioned it to you. He said, "Fury better not come back because he cheated, and I know he cheated. And if he tries to come back, I'm gonna put him on blast. He cheated 2 out of the 3 times or something. I don't know, but
does he have proof of this?
Well, he claims to have proof. We'll see. But he did go nuts when asked about him in an interview. Good call on that, Banger.
I mean, listen, yeah, Banger, we appreciate you bringing that up. But Deontay Wilder,
The name fits him.
I've said this for as long as I've been watching him. Yes, the name fits him. He's a wild puncher, and at the end of the day, you came across a boxer who literally, took you out. The first time they fought each other, the very first time, I really said to myself, I think Fury was going to win that fight as well. But watching it, when I seen how Deontay Wilder hit him with some shots, and then towards the 11th or the 12th, I forgot which round it was, where he knocked Tyson Fury down, I didn't think Fury was going to get up. That's how hard Deontay was hitting at that time. But at the end of the day, man, listen, you can't speculate and make those calls because you also, now you're looking at defamation, lawsuits. And you got to be careful, Deontay. You got to be careful because what the world has seen, you got dominated bad, brother. You got dominated really bad.
He swears Fury was cheating. We'll see. Going back to Ryan Garcia real quick.
Yeah.
Is this the first time we're seeing him since he got knocked out? Is this his first fight back? In that long? Or did he have one fight since then?
Well, when he fought Rolly, Rolly was his last fight.
Okay, yeah. So then no. So yeah. So all right.
He's very very confident. He's feeling real good inside. He's feeling, Ryan seems to feel that he has something to give to this fight.
Well, he's got something to prove, I think, for sure.
Now, just like anyone else, like I've said this before, just like when we talk about Teofimo, there's only a certain amount of losses that you could have in professional boxing. And if Ryan loses this fight, I don't care if you are a YouTuber. I don't care if you're a social media guy where you just bring a lot of attention to boxing. It's going to come to a point where that's going to stop. It's going to come to a halt because if you're losing the big fights, man, and I don't even look at Mario Barrios as a big fight. I look at him. Listen, he fought Manny Pacquiao, right? Manny Pacquiao, and they came to a draw. So I mean, listen, and this is no jab to Mario Barrios and his camp, because he's a champion, and I respect that. I'm not gonna sit here and throw no jabs on you like that, brother, because I have to respect what you've accomplished. But if you beat Ryan Garcia in this fight, Ryan Garcia, you might be sitting down with you after this fight. You're gonna have to sit down with your handlers and your family members and say, hey, is this really what I should continue to do? It might not be. You might have to start becoming an analyst and become, somebody on ESPN and talk, and be a commentator. That's what you're gonna have to do, Ryan, because this is it. You lose this fight, this is it.
He could definitely talk. He's 24-2 right now, but you're right. The knockout to Gervonta, he lost to Romero, I think was the other loss he had. You might be right. At this stage of the game, we'll see. What else? Anything else in the boxing world, my brother?
Nah.
Let's check the comments. Anything popping here? Teacher LaShawn says, "Hey VLs, what up? What up? What up?
What up? What up?"
I guess that's it, my brother. We about to wrap it up for episode 36. Went kind of quick. We're at the 45-minute mark, folks. Anything else to add? Any hits and misses for today?
No, that's. Hold on. Shout out to the women's hockey for the Olympics. They won their. They just won. They're 3-0. They won 5-0 versus Switzerland. Shout out to the U.S. Women's Hockey League. They keep rolling. Shout out to them.
All right, you got it, my brother. So we wrap it up. Before we go, we give you the birthdays, as always, in the sports world. Today, not too many. John Kruk, remember John Kruk, the baseball player?
Yes, we
was
do.
scared of Randy Johnson, turned 65 today.
Phillies first baseman.
Yes, sir. Another legend of the game, Vladdy Sr., Vladimir Guerrero Sr., turns 50 today.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to him, one of the best players of our generation. Bango says, what up? And finally, Saquon Barkley, one of our favorite running backs that we don't like to talk about anymore. 29 years old today, Saquon. Shout out to the fans, as always, for sticking around with us. Episode 36. Hope you enjoyed it. C-Flash, take us out as only you can, my brother. Talk to him.
Just to, once again, my good people and the viewers, have a great, outstanding week. Stay safe, and as always, think sports.
Peace.